Hi guys. Hey, Patty says hi too. Okay, today I'm going to go over here for a bit. We're going to read this together. Well, I'll read and you can follow along. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is an area in the ocean which contains a huge floating collection of plastic waste. Size and location. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is located in the North Pacific Ocean. It is halfway between California, on the east coast of the USA, and the island of Hawaii. According to some reports, it's thought to be around 1.6 million square kilometres in size. This is so big that it now covers an area of the ocean similar to 6 times the size of the United Kingdom. What is in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Most of the plastic is not large items like bottles or crates. A large percentage of the debris is made up of microplastics, tiny particles that are smaller than 5 millimetres. Most of these microplastics are the tiny pieces of larger items that have been worn down over time. This can be caused by the sun, the waves, and even by sea creatures. Items do not just stay floating on the surface. Different types of plastics can float just below the surface or sink lower down into the ocean. Larger objects include fishing ropes and nets that have been lost or dropped at sea. Did you know the garbage patch is formed due to the circulating currents found in the oceans? Plastic waste that reaches these currents is trapped in a giant, slow-moving whirlpool. The cleanup operation. The largest attention history is now being made to understand and tackle the problem. Researchers have been counting, weighing, and sorting every tiny item of plastic collected. Larger objects are easier to remove in the ocean than the tiny microplastics. However, if these larger items are not removed, they may break down into smaller pieces. Problems and solutions. Plastic is cheap and fairly easy to make. However, it is very long-lasting. This means it can remain in the environment for hundreds of years, so every piece of plastic ever produced still exists today. It is a danger to fish, birds, and other sea life because creatures confuse tiny plastics for food. The tiny microplastics absorb pollutants, which make them poisonous to marine life. Some larger plastics can cause other types of injuries to creatures. The nets floating in the ocean are known to entangle marine life with no means of escape. Fish, sea turtles, and dolphins are among the creatures most commonly in danger from these ghost nets. Awesome. So now we've read the text. Reading 3/4. We know you can do it. So now if I flick to the next slide, I've got 4 questions to answer. Number 1, where is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch located? I could say it was an area in the ocean, but I think they want more detail. Location, it's a subheading. I'll use the information from there. What do you think? Muscles? He's keen. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is located in the North Pacific Ocean. If I want to be even more specific, I could say it's halfway between California, on the coast of the USA, and the island of Hawaii. Okay. What is my next question? Number 2, explain what the word microplastics mean. I would start my sentence by saying microplastics means, and the definition is just here, tiny particles that are smaller than 5 millimetres. Number 3, move your head, Miss Andrew. What are some of the problems with the garbage patch? Well, some of the problems are I flicked to the wrong side. Excuse me. I'm in the house, that's why I'm not wearing a mask. Some of the problems, it's a danger to fish, birds, and other sea life because they can confuse tiny plastic for food. Okay. And the last question, what are some solutions to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Solutions must be over here as well because that's a subheading. I don't think there are solutions there. I would more say the solutions are here in the cleanup operation. I think the solutions would be to remove the plastic. But if I was really thinking beyond the text, I'd probably say to reduce our use of plastic, to increase the use of scrunchable bins, like we're doing at school. Yeah, I think if I was thinking beyond the text, I wouldn't even say exactly what was in front of me because it wasn't listed in problems and solutions. I think it's asking for more information. So that's how I would answer these questions.